Hello, everyone. My name is Katie Austin. I am a senior occupational therapist at the Sasko River Center, as well as a feeding specialist. My video today is going to be talking about food and how you can use it in more creative and different ways to help kind of not only enhance the sensory experience of the activities, but also how you can use it as a tool to engage with your children or with your family in fun in different ways. We're spending a lot more time indoors now, and food is an easy tool that we all have access to be able to help incorporate new and different activities into our daily routines. My video is going to briefly talk about two different ways that you can use food. One is going to be talking about the sensory experiences, and one is also going to be talking about how you can use food to help work on other skills, whether it's fine motor, visual motor. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So the first way I'd love to talk about food is talking about enhancing the sensory experience of food. The first and one of the more simple ways I love to talk about enhancing the sensory experience of eating or drinking is using straws. When you bite or when you suck or when you blow, you engage the muscles of your jaw and provide proprioceptive input. This input is really calming and organizing and is a really simple swap that you can add to any mealtime or any snack time to make it more calming and organizing. I love to work on blowing bubbles in your milk. I love to work on drinking really cold things through a straw. You can also incorporate or use crazy straws or silly straws into your daily routines or into your daily meal times. And this is a very simple switch that most families have access to. You can also use bite and suck water bottles like Camelbacks, or you can also use ones where you squeeze and the water comes up through the tube or through the straw. Those are simple swaps that can be really easy. Another simple trick or thing I like to talk to my families about is thinking about the sensory properties of foods. Things that are chewy, things that are crunchy, things that have really strong sensory flavors like salty, sweet. Those types of things are really going to increase the sensory demands and make that activity that much more impactful and powerful. Also, things that are chewier and crunchier, just like drinking through a straw, are going to provide that calming sensory input. A good swap out I always love to talk about for breakfast is a toasted crunchy bagel or really crunchy cereal with a little bit less milk than you would normally put in is a great sensory meal versus something that's a little bit more softer, say yogurt or eggs. So if you're looking for a little bit more calming input, adding in some of those crunchier foods can help with that. The other way I'd love to talk about foods is talking about using foods as a tool. So if your children are working on fine motor skills, visual motor skills, if they're working on motor planning, spatial awareness, really anything can be addressed through the creative use of food. A couple of quick tips I talk about are having your kids be engaged in the meal prep, whatever level is comfortable for them or whatever level is safe for them. Have them peel the vegetables, have them chop the vegetables for a soup, have them use cookie cutters to make cookies, have them use cookie cutters to cut other things like apples or sandwiches. A quick activity is if you want to cut your sandwich, how many cookie cutters can you fit into that sandwich? Or if you're making cookies, how many cookie cutters can you fit onto that sheet? That can be an easy motor planning or spatial awareness activity that can help them work on sequencing and organizing. You can also do fun, messy sensory play with food. This is a great way for children to explore, especially children if they're picky eaters or if they're beginning to explore new foods. It can be a great way for them to do it. So messy foods like pudding, whipped cream, shaving cream. Oh, sorry, not shaving cream. Yogurt. Those type of things are great because you can play, you can draw, you can do creative activities, work on academic skills. There really is kind of no end to the type of different fun activities you can do through the use of food. The last thing I would love to talk about before the end of my video is talking about something called avoiding the gremlins. So there's a hormone that your body produces when you are really hungry. It's called ghrelin, and it makes you crave quick carbs and quick sugars. As adults, it's something that we would refer to as being hangry. And that uncomfortable and dysregulated feeling that we feel as adults is the same for children, but it's a little bit harder for them to be able to comprehend that feeling or understand that they're hangry. And so that's when we see those really grumpy, dysregulated, difficult emotions that can be hard to handle. One of the ways that you can avoid the gremlins or kind of keep them at bay is make sure that you have snacks that have protein in them, snacks that have fiber to help keep yourself and also keep your children a little bit more satiated throughout the day. If you do have a child that is a picky eater or a child that has a more limited diet, Making sure that they have snacks more frequently throughout the day to keep them more satiated and keep their blood sugar levels more even can help to stave off those gremlins and kind of help with some more of that emotional regulation and keep them a little bit more engaged. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope it sparked some creativity and made you think about foods or mealtime or cooking with your family in a different way. My email will be in the link below. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out, and I would love to help you and your family to start thinking about foods in a fun and different way. Thank you.